I meditate for half an hour every single day. I go to the spa and I go to the sauna and the ice bath and the steam room and the jacuzzi, and I meditate for half an hour every single day. I don't do anything else but meditate. I just sit there, close my eyes, half an hour later, I'm done. Okay? Our brains are constantly being stimulated with everything and anything, right? Everything that we have in our head creates another thought. If you think about Chinese food, you're going to think about all the dishes, and then you might think about prawn toast, and then you might think, oh, I wonder where I can get prawn toast from, and then you go and get prawn toast, and then you think, oh, this is fried bread, there's no prawn here, and then you Google how to make prawn toast. There's like 7 thoughts that have just come from you thinking about the Chinese. So therefore our brain is constantly stimulated all the time. Our brain's like a gym, like going to the gym. The more you lift, the bigger you get. The less you lift, the weaker you get. So if you think, you're going to think more. It doesn't end. Thoughts become thoughts. Imagine that you've got a plant. It's created seeds. You sprinkle the seeds, there's now 10 plants. Each plant has 10 seeds, that's 100 plants. 100 plants with 10 seeds becomes 1,000. That's what happens to our thoughts. There's always something to think about, and thoughts don't end. So, meditation allows you to control your thoughts where you only think on your terms. It allows you to not have nonsense and thoughts coming into your head because you're in control of your mind. So you don't have thoughts coming into your head, and if you do, you can control them. You don't have to think about them. You just let them go to the point where you're so conditioned not to think that you won't think about anything unless you have a reason to think about something. So I always think about stuff when I'm working something out. There's no constant dialogue, voice, thought process, question time in my head, commentator. Doesn't exist. It's just silence. There's no sound. There's nothing in my head. The only time I think is when I'm working out something. So meditation cured my Tourette's. Came off the medication at 21. It allowed me to work out all the stuff I couldn't work out, which the medication stopped me from working out because it slowed my brain down. So therefore the twitching stopped. So therefore the medication worked. But all my thoughts were still in my head. So when I came off the medication, I was able to work out all the stuff I couldn't work out. It took about 3 weeks to work it all out. And then I meditated so much that no new thoughts came into my head. And that's when I had freedom of my brain and my mind for the first time ever. I had no thoughts in my head. So meditation allows you to have no thoughts, control the thoughts that are coming in. You learn to not give those thoughts time, where you have more time looking around, more time aware. Okay, meditation increases your telomere length, which means you live longer. The longer the telomeres, the longer you live. It slows down the length of them, so you live longer. You're less stressed. You can handle situations easier. You feel good. You raise your vibration. When you raise your vibration, you attract more things you want into your life. Less things bother you. You attract more things you want: love, money, happiness. You're more in balance with nature. You don't tolerate being around negative, unhappy people because your energy is so different, positively, high vibration, that you can't be around these people anymore. You can't see the things that they're doing anymore that are negative. So you don't want to be around them. And then therefore, when you're not around these people, you're around different energies. So all of a sudden you're around, say, only positive people versus negative people. And they're doing different things. So you're doing different shit. Everything's different. Okay? You attract different people into your life. You feel good. Your skin looks good. You sleep less because you're basically going into a very deep sleep when you meditate. So you don't sleep as much. So you've got more time in the day to do shit. Meditation is life. We need to be meditating every day like we take our medication. Instead, it's meditation. But we need to see it as medication that we take morning and night. But it's meditation and it's free of charge and anyone can do it. So meditate. Most people won't be able to do 5 minutes. That's okay. The whole point is that you do, say, 1 minute, then you do 2 minutes, then you do 3 minutes, then you do 4 minutes. Your brain will adapt until you can do half an hour. If you can't just sit there in silence and just so you know, thoughts will come into your head, that's normal. The aim is not to give them time. The less time you give them, the less thoughts will come into your head because they know they're not going to be given the time. You can go online and type in meditations, guided meditations, Joe Dispenza, guided meditation. Here's what I listen to. When I do a guided meditation, it's always Joe Dispenza. Morning meditation, Joe Dispenza. Evening meditation, Joe Dispenza. He's got many, many, many. So sit down with your earphones on and play a 10-minute Joe Dispenza meditation and watch what happens to your brain. Things will change.